Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born the 2nd of October in 1869. He is known as an activist for the independence of India and also with his genial ideology of non-violence, satyagraha. His father was a head minister of Porbandar kingdom and philosophy of non-violence that later went into his ideology and tool against the struggle of religions and classes. Young Mohandas got from him. His mother was a very religious person, and her quality later was inherited by her son. Thanks to education, which he got from his parents, Mohandas became a follower of non-infliction of harm to any living creature. He was taught to self-cleaning. He was always patient to other castes and religions in India. And that's why his weapon in independence struggle was satyagraha, that is philosophy based on non-violent resistance. Rabindranath Tagor, the famous Indian writer, called him Mahatma, which means the great soul. However, Gandhi himself thought that he is not worthy to be called in such way, and as a result didn't admit that title. More than 30 years, Gandhi was preaching satyagraha and in the end showed the world the effectiveness of his non-violence policy. In 1947, India got independence. When he was 19, Gandhi goes to study jurisprudence in London. After graduating in 1891, he returns to India. His first job that he did 2 years in Mumbai was law practice. Without achieving success in law sphere, in 1893, Gandhi goes to South Africa. There he works as a legal counsel in trade company in Gujarat. While working in South Africa, Mohandas started to be penetrated by liberating ideas. He became an activist in the struggle for the equality of rights and eliminations of discrimination of local people to Indians. All his actions had peaceful nature. He was the organizer of demonstrations. He created and directed petitions to the government. His works were successful. South Africa changed some amount of laws, and the most discriminatory ones were cancelled. That let the Indians begin to live in more equal conditions. During the Second Boer War and Anglo-Zulu War in South Africa, Mahatma Gandhi was an organizer of Indian sanitary squads, which helped to English people. But the struggle itself Mahatma considered as just war. In 1915, Gandhi returned back home to India. He joined to the Indian National Congress and became its leader in 1921. In 1934, because of misunderstanding in views of ideas with other party leaders, Gandhi abandoned the post and left the Congress. Gandhi's position in independence struggle of India coincided the principles of Indian bourgeoisie, and that's why Indian National Congress supported him. And this war ended with a victory, when India got independence from Great Britain in 1947 by peace. But unfortunately, the state was divided into secular Republic of India with domination of Hinduist population and Muslim Pakistan. All efforts of Gandhi to reconcile two sides ended without any results, but he didn't lose hope for the unification of India. Here are some principles of Mahatma Gandhi. First one, the human is nothing but just a high value. You need to behave with the human with respect, without any exceptions. Humanity was considered by Gandhi as one unit, not as a complex of different nations or religions. By his ideas, all people are equal, and everyone has its right of respect. That's why Gandhi struggled with caste inequality and did everything possible to improve the life of untouchables. Second, every human has its own conscience, so everyone is ready to find an aspiration to become better, to develop the personality, to fight with violence and bad phenomena in our daily life. But you need to do it without demonstration of evil. Third, it's not enough to recognize an aspiration of development. You need to use this regular self-development and manifestation of these non-violence principles in your life. Gandhi is the only person whose philosophic and educational activities exceeded his board merit. It's because his activities were directed in the name of peace, kindness, people, not only some separate state, but people all over the world. And this was a goal of non-violent resistance. In fact, Gandhi's thinking is simple enough, but it has strong and straight-out position of its creator under it.